Hey, welcome to today's coffee lecture offered by the Information Center, Chemistry, Biology, and Pharmacy at the ETH Zurich. My name is Emmanuel Meyer, and I'd like to present today AI in SciFinder and recent updates. So for those of you who don't know SciFinder, it's a very nice tool to search for literature. It combines the biggest scientific bibliographic databases like Chemical Abstract Plus and Medline with the world's largest substance database, the CAS registry. So you can search for information on compounds and reactions, but not only in chemistry, you can also search in the biology and biomedical literature. So we are licensing this tool at ETH Zurich. And if you have an email address and are on-site or connected via VPN, you can access this database via browser-based interface. The best way to do it, or one way to do it, is go to the Information Center webpage, go to Database, and scroll through the list or type SciFinder. If you're a first-time user, you need to register, but afterward, login is pretty simple. If you need a refresher or an entry into this database, there are videos and documentation linked to this symbol on the right. So let's start. For those of you who have looked at SciFinder before, you will have noticed that it has changed. So the individual categories, the search categories have disappeared from this landing page, the first page where you start your query. Now you have just one box, the so-called Omnibox, or how they call it, where you can enter your keyword, not only keywords, but also sentence or question, and that's where the AI comes into play. So in the background, there is an LLM which understands to a certain extent natural language. And so you can write like in other LLMs. Traditional searches like structures can be still done. On the right, you see the draw button where you can insert your chemical structure. There are different entries into this database. So for patent search, you have these two boxes, prior art and patent markers. If you're used to advanced search, it's here in the middle. Retrosynthetic analysis is still available. And you can search for concepts, key terms in the lexicon, or for sequences here. Okay. By the way, if you're a user already, you can go to your profile, to the profile button here at the top, and click on it, and a menu will pop up with what's new, and that's pretty interesting to see on a monthly basis what are the latest updates of SciFinder. Okay, that's what I want to discuss. So I'm just covering the latest update from the last 3 months. And as I told you, there is AI now which understands natural language, but not only that, AI is also generating summaries of your searches. And I will make an example. It's important to know that everything you're typing will not be used to train the model. So it's a secured closed system which protects the user data. We will have a live demo with various updates. You will see the filters, visualizations, patent details, search by chemical name is also a new option. And machine learning and AI is also being implemented since a while in the retrosynthetic tool, but for time reason, we will not look at this tool. Just be aware that there is now an update. There is much more computation capacities, and your retrosynthesis is much quicker, so you can reduce the design time from minute to second. So that's very useful for synthetic organic chemists. And also, user can refine and tailor their plans with many more filters. So if you're attending electron polymers and you would like to know what is the use of acrylamide acrylic acid copolymers, you can type this question in the search box and the AI will summarize the key findings and make a little abstract on it. So the LM behind this AI is Claude, which interprets the query and writes this short summary. And it uses up to 20 references. And what is interesting is that the references are in the findings, so you can trace every information with a reference from the database. It's important to note that you have to sort your references according to relevance in a prior query and not according to date. So please make sure that you sort your references according to relevance. So CAS advertised this new tool as a quick entry into a new subject. So it's up to you to see if it's of value for you. Maybe if you're new to a subject, this can give you ideas how to refine your search or what is it about in this topic. And now I'd like to make a short live demo. So we're going to I have opened SciFinder already, and here I'm going to demonstrate you how the new SciFinder guides you directly to the results. We're looking for paracetamol, carbon, NMR. So that's the general omnibox where you start your query. And after a few seconds, you directly get the carbon NMR spectrum. That's very useful. You don't have to go to the substance and look for the individual reference. The AI or the SciFinder directly understands what you're looking for. And you have not only one spectrum, but 5 here in this case for different solvents. Okay, that was the first example. We go back to the landing page. We're looking for safety regulations of ammonia. So you're working with ammonia in the lab, would like to know how safe is it. And here you directly get the hazard table for ammonia. So that's very useful. You have to go to the full table to see the whole list of hazards. And from this page, so you can then go to the substance, to ammonia itself, to reactions, reference, suppliers, and patent markers. That was a traditional entry into the query of SciFinder. Okay, the third example is a bit more complex, and I've already loaded the results. Here, I'm interested to know more about the effect of GLP-1 agonist on heart failure. So GLP-1 is the famous target for these new anti-obesity pills. And are there any links with heart failure? So here I had my results sorted according to relevance already. So the AI summarizes the key findings, makes small abstract, and summarizes here with a few references, answers a question. And then you can go into the individual references. So that can be pretty useful. You can also look here at the top how the AI is interpreting your query. So it does not consider the word effect, off and on, it just writes GLP and agonist and heart failure. That's how the AI or SciFinder interprets your query. Those of you who have already used SciFinder in the past will notice that the appearance of the reference page has changed. So here we are in the reference page. On the right, you see a visualization of the results. For example, you can see visualization of document types according to journals, review patents. You can see how patents are filed in which patent offices, how publications have increased over time. So this is a nice visualization tool. It's actually the same information as on the left. So here you can filter the same results using the traditional filter results. And if you don't want to see the visualization tool, you just click on Analyze Results. Okay, that was as before. So let's go down and see what's new. What's new are flags. So you can filter according to articles which have a DOI, with patents which have claims, can be useful. You can sort by filter by patent office, by patent status, like alive, transitional, and dead, and also according to the patent classification. So these are new filters which can be useful to refine your search. Okay, so last search I'd like to perform is a traditional structure search. Here there is no AI involved, but what is very useful is that you can write the systematic name like paracetamol or dibromotoluene, and this will directly import, if you have written the correct name, directly import the structure. You can also use, as before, the CAS registry number or the SMILES code. And then you import it to this window and perform the search. And here you can continue the search looking at the substance, the reactions, the reference, supplies, and patent markers as before. So that's, in a nutshell, everything which is new since 3 months. So it's not a general introduction to SciFinder, but we've seen quite a few very interesting features. With that, I would like to mention the next coffee lecture, which will take place tomorrow on Embase. And you see on this flyer other coffee lectures in this 36 series. Thank you for your attention, and happy to answer any question also from the online audience. Thanks a lot.